Jimbo's Garage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jimbo's Garage, and I'm Jimbo. Today, we're going to solve a problem that I've had for a long time. And here it is. Back in behind my brick and block saw that I have right here, I keep my wood remnants. This is plywood, leftover scrap wood for miscellaneous projects that I've done. And the problem I have is getting to this wood with these things in the way. Here's what happens. Grab a hold of this thing, you have to drag it out. Okay, get this one. Drag it out. Grab your wood. When you're done, well, you get the point. Anyway, so what we're going to be doing today is building a couple of carts that these things can sit on so I can easily roll them in, roll them out, put them wherever I want, slide them back in. I think it's going to be a lot easy to do. But actually, we're only going to make one cart because I've already made one. It's sitting over here on the workbench, and I want to show you what that consists of, the materials we used, and how we went about doing it. So let's go check that out. Okay, here's what we got. Basically, this cart is complete. Plywood top on it, some casters on the bottom. And so this is what we got. This thing is approximately 20 inches wide, 34 inches long, 3/4 inch plywood on the top. I used 2x2, 2-inch by 2-inch square tube, 095 wall, something I had laying around the shop right here. I know it's kind of overkill, it's kind of big for what we're needing, but hey, that's what I had. It was free, so that's what I used. On the bottom right here, I'm hoping you can see this. These casters are just simple little casters. I paid about $5 a piece for them. So what I did is I got these little mounts right here. This is like 1/8 inch metal right here. Yeah, cut that out of with my plasma welder with some miscellaneous scrap that I had laying around the shop as well. Just welded those on there and then welded the casters to that. Just kind of some extra support for it. There's not going to be a lot of weight on this. These wheels are rated for like 300 pounds a piece, and you know that machine over there weighs maybe 150 pounds total complete. But like I said, a little overkill, but hey, that's what I had. It was free, so there we go. That's the cart. This thing is going to roll nice and easy, in and out, wherever we want to do. This one's complete. Let's build the other one. All right.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to describe to you everything that we're going to do in this cart build. It's going to be a long process, so I'm going to probably speed things up during the process of making this. So I want to show you what we got going on here. We're going to make this cart approximately 19 inches by 34 inches long. We're building it out of 2-inch square tubing, just stuff that I have laying around the shop right here. That's kind of overkill, but hey, that's what I got. I've already pre-cut the metal. Everything's cut into 45 and ground down, and just ready to tack together and get welding. I've installed a temporary jig on my welding table here. That's going to allow me to run everything into the gun here, run this in. Everything is perfectly square. We'll be able to tack this up and then go ahead and get everything welded up. We're going to do that, and then I'm going to grind the welds down, get them all polished up with the flat disc grinder. I'm going to cut out some square tabs to support the casters. We're going to do that with a plasma cutter. We're going to get those welded on, get the casters welded on, get it painted. We're going to get the plywood cut out and screwed on, and that will complete the project. And so, with all that said, let's get started. Okay, so this 2-inch square tubing is pretty thin wall. It's 065. So we're going to need to turn this down a little bit. So I'm going to set the bolts somewhere around 17. Yeah, you know, somewhere about there. And then we're going to go ahead and set the wire feed somewhere around 180, 185, somewhere in there. We'll give that a try and see how that works. Okay, now that we've got our frame all welded up and grinded down, I've went ahead and I've got some scrap metal laying around. We're going to go ahead and cut some tabs out for the 4 casters to rest on. And we're gonna go ahead and do that with a plasma cutter. So let's fire that thing up and burn some metal. Okay, now that we've got the tabs all cut out and ground down, we're going to go ahead and just tack these things on, get tacked all 4 of them on, get them welded on, and at that point I'll go ahead and weld the casters on. Then I'll go ahead and paint it, and the next step we'll have will be ready to cut out the plywood and finish this project up. All right, let's get going. Okay, so we got it all painted up. I've got the tires still masked off. I'm going to keep the tape on the casters for the simple reason when I cut the plywood out and we go to screw this on, this thing's not rolling all over the place. The tape helps the cart stay stable while we do that. All right, so I got the plywood here, and so some remnants I had left over again, and so we're going to cut out a 19 by 34. And I'm going to run a router around the outside edge of this thing just to soften the edge up just a little bit so we don't get any splinters or any sharp edges on that. So let's get started by cutting this thing out. Oh, I want to say one more thing. I got my son-in-law Ryan here tonight. He's on the other end of the camera finishing this shoot up for us. So let's get it going. All right. Alright, so like I said earlier, we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to run my router around the outside edge of this thing, just a quarter round over bit. Just going to take the edge off just a little bit. And I'm going to follow that up with just a sanding block here, just to final smooth things out. I'm going to take that on. Alright, that takes care of that. Well, the last thing to do is to get it screwed on the top right here. See here. Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful. Man, that fits good. All right, I like it right where it is. All right. Got an 1/8" pilot hole I'm going to drill right here, and we're going to just start this right here. I'm going to get this corner one on. All right, I'm going to follow that up with a little countersink bit. Perfect. Alright, and then I'm using these self-trapping metal screws with a countersink head on them and drive it in there. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're just going to follow the rest up and go all the way around, put all the rest of the screws on, and we'll be complete. Okay, everybody. Well, there it is. All the screws are in place. Everything is done. Both carts are complete. And now it's time to put the saws on the cart where they belong, and let's just see how it works. Let's go there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, how about this? There they are. The 2 carts are done, complete. I couldn't be happier. As a matter of fact, I can't believe that I haven't done this earlier, sooner, whatever. I mean, this makes things so easy. This is what happens. My wood is back there. I'm able to slide this out easily, slide it back in easily. Pull this thing out easily. Everything works really good. Alright, slide it right back in. Everything works really good. Perfect. Makes me easy to get to the wood back and behind it. So there you go. Hey, I've really enjoyed making this. I think everybody should have a cart in their shop or their garage to put stuff on, wheel around. I think it's awesome. So I enjoyed making this video, so like always, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Good night.
See you next time on Jimbo's Garage.